actually almost by myself until I got surgery in 1881 and 1887. Even after the surgery, I had a little bit of vision problems, and I always wore protective glasses because the light hurt my eyes. I was born April 14, 1866 in Feeding Hills near Springfield, Massachusetts. When I was 5, my parents put me in a insane asylum because I was different than the other children. My younger brother Jimmy was crazy, so they put him in the insane asylum with me. A few months after we arrived, Jimmy died, leaving me all alone. I stayed in the insane asylum until I was 16 years old. When I was 16, somebody paid for me to go to the Perkins Institution for the Blind. One day, I studied there. I studied how to do things while being blind until I was 21. One day, the principal called me to his office. He told me about Helen Keller and her problems. Mrs. Keller and Mr. Keller wanted a teacher from that school, but instead they got a 21-year-old woman who was the school's best student. In 1887, I took a train to Tuscumbia, Alabama, to become Helen Keller's private teacher when she was nearly 7 years old. I first communicated with Helen Keller by giving her something to touch, then writing what she touched in sign language on her hand. The first thing I worked on with Helen Keller was her bad-mannered habit of eating by going around the table, grabbing food off of people's plates, and stuffing the food in her mouth. One day I was taking a walk around the Keller property when I saw a worn-down house by the farm. I decided to clear out the house, and Helen and I would live there until she learned how to behave. But my plans were crushed when Helen's dad put a 2-week time limit on my work. By the end of the 2-week time limit, Helen Keller learned how to eat with utensils. Everyone thought I taught Helen enough, but I only taught her a few words and manners, and that wasn't even close to being enough. Helen still had a lot to learn, so I stayed with her in the garden house. In 1900, I accompanied Helen Keller to the Radcliffe College, where I spent 4 years there translating lectures for her. When I was working on an autobiography with Helen, I met a man named John A. Macy, a Harvard University instructor and editor. After refusing many of his marriage proposals, I finally said yes to one. We got married in 1905. Our marriage did not last long because in 1913 or 1914, my husband and I broke up. John went to Europe and I stayed with Helen Keller. After we separated, I never remarried. Even though my husband and I separated, we never got divorced. It was very hard to stay with Helen Keller and teach her more because Helen's dad and brothers doubted me. Helen's dad actually kicked me out, but I refused to go, and Helen's mom would not let me go. It was very hard to get Helen to cooperate. When Helen did not get what she wanted, she would either slap someone with a doll, throw a vase, or lock someone in a room. It was also very hard because every time Helen Keller would freak out in front of her mom or a worker, they would give her a piece of candy to calm her down. Helen Keller loved dolls, candy, and any kind of sweets. I had to overcome some things myself, like it was very hard for me to overcome losing my brother and growing up in an insane asylum. If Helen Keller did not have my help, she would not be able to communicate with the world and show how smart she is. Also, Helen would be a bad-mannered wild child. If I did not come to help Helen, then she would not have published 14 books, acted in 6 award-winning movies, gotten countable awards, and be able to be a human. In 1929, I started feeling pain in my right eye. To restore my health, a doctor removed my right eye. I died 7 years later on October 20th, 1936 in Forest